To the extent we're talking about the contract analogy, an agent who knowingly violates a duty that the principal owes to a third party may be liable to the principal, but not to the third party, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. And the principal, as a result of the agent's misconduct, may be liable to the third party as well.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
In Justice Gorsuch, we have the example in the red brief of, the agent who signs a contract on behalf of the principal. Even if our state prison officials had signed whatever spending contract under RLUIPA you want to pick on behalf of the state of Louisiana, contract principals will say you're still not personally bound. That doesn't personally bind that agent. And so a fortiori, that's what we have here is somebody who's not alleged to have been involved in the spending process whatsoever. And let me make clear,
and whether Congress could provide clear notice and get consent from the employees, we don't have to decide that.
That's exactly right.
Whether that might be necessary and proper, and we don't have to decide that.
You could leave it for another day, Justice Gorsuch.
No, but how about if we don't want to? Give me your best answer. Give me your best answer. As I'm hearing you, you're saying that they can bind the state by giving the state money, but they can have an abundantly clear notice. Every employee you have must abide by this statute. And if they don't, that individual employee will pay damages. You're saying that's not adequate notice. It's not adequate notice if the individual signs a contract with the state agreeing because they didn't sign the contract with the federal government. Is that your argument too?
Well, I'm not quite following that last part of the question, Justice Sotomayor.
Assume that the hypothetical that the other side put forth, they could have had the government say to the states, tell every employee that they're liable if they breach, to us, if they breach this contract.
So Justice Sotomayor, if Congress passes a statute that says, states, if you take our funds, every one of your employment contracts has to tell the employees that
How about states that don't have employment contracts? States who just hire you pursuant to a collective bargaining agreement, it's pursuant. The federal government can't say, you must tell every employee they're personally liable.
Any contract the state enters into, if the state is the recipient of federal funds and Congress says—
Will the individual be liable if the federal law is that clear?
Your Honor, I think Congress would have to tell the state, you have to flow down in those contracts all of these requirements, and then you get consent from whoever the contractee is.
So you want a piece of paper for people to know the law.